Hello and welcome to the public hearing for the US 380 Farmersville project from County Road 560 to County Road 699. This hearing has been convened by the Texas Department of Transportation and is being held to receive and consider comments from the public. Please note, when viewing the presentation online, you may pause this presentation at any point to allow more time to review the information. November 7th, 2000 was the last deathless day on Texas roadways. That means for over 22 years, at least one person has died every single day. We all have a part to play to change that. This message is that reminder to end the streak of deaths on Texas highways. We need drivers and passengers to act more responsibly and help us reach our goal of zero deaths by 2050. Texans can play a major role in ending fatal crashes with a few simple driving habits. Wear seatbelts, drive the speed limit, put away the phone and other distractions, and never drive under the influence of alcohol or drugs. So please do your part and share this message with your friends and family.
I'm Travis Campbell, Director of Transportation Planning and Development for the TxDOT Dallas District. Thank you for joining us as we conduct this virtual public event. Understanding how our projects impact communities is important to TxDOT. The following presentation will provide instruction on how you can connect with us and provide vital input about this project. We will continue to work closely with stakeholders, communities, and the public as we move forward. Thank you for your time and interest in improving our transportation system, and we look forward to receiving your comments.
You may have attended previous public hearings conducted by TxDOT. Due to changes in TxDOT public involvement protocols, we will not have a live speech or take comments from the floor at this public hearing. In lieu of a live speech, we are showing this pre-recorded presentation. Verbal comments will still be accepted on our voicemail line. For the benefit of those who have never participated before, we will explain why the department needs a public hearing. A public hearing has four essential purposes: inform the public of the status of planning on the project and present the recommendations based on studies performed to date, describe the project so those attending can determine the project's potential to affect their lives and property, provide the public an opportunity to see information and express their views at this stage in the planning process when flexibility to respond to comments still exists, and before location and design decisions are finalized. And finally, to develop a record of public views and participation to accompany recommendations for subsequent decisions. This public hearing is being held in compliance with both federal and state laws. Following this hearing, the department will proceed with the preparation of the final environmental documentation. Your statements and comments will be addressed in this document and will be given full consideration in the preparation of the final recommendation and design for the US 380 Farmersville project. The draft environmental document and schematic for the proposed project are on file and available for inspection Monday through Friday between the hours of 8 a.m. and 5 p.m. at Farmersville City Hall, located at 205 South Main Street in Farmersville, Texas, and the TxDOT Dallas District Office, located at 4777 East Highway 80 in Mesquite, Texas. In addition, the design schematic may be viewed at www.keepitmovingdallas.com under Public Hearings/Meetings. The information on this website is the same information being shown in this presentation. TxDOT is proposing a new location realignment of US 380 from County Road 560 to County Road 699, south of the city of Farmersville in Collin County for a distance of approximately 7.6 miles. The proposed facility would bring over 9 stream crossings and over the KCSRR. The existing US 380 roadway would remain. The purpose of the US 380 new location realignment is to improve mobility, accommodate future traffic demand, and to comply with current roadway design standards. The project is needed because US 380 from County Road 560 to County Road 699 or the Hunt County line offers inadequate capacity to meet the future increase in traffic demand stemming from projected population growth and because the existing facility does not meet current design standards. The existing US 380 facility, also known as East Audie Murphy Parkway, currently consists of a divided urban roadway with four 12-foot wide lanes and a 16-foot wide center turn lane with outside shoulders that vary from 2 to 10 feet wide. There are limited sidewalks with no bicycle accommodations. The existing right-of-way varies from 120 feet to 180 feet wide. The proposed project would provide a new location realignment of US 380 from County Road 560 to County Road 699 for approximately 7.6 miles. The proposed new location realignment facility would be constructed as a 6-lane divided roadway, 3 lanes in each direction separated by a median, with 12-foot wide travel lanes that may include 12-foot wide additional auxiliary lanes, 10-foot wide outside shoulders, and 12-foot wide inside shoulders. The proposed project would also include continuous 2 to 3 lane one-way frontage roads with 12-foot wide travel lanes and a 10-foot wide shared use path on both sides of the roadway. The proposed project would be constructed within a proposed right-of-way of approximately 270 feet wide to 542 feet wide. The proposed facility would be controlled access with entrance and exit ramps. The proposed project would require approximately 364 acres of new right-of-way. A minor design update is currently under consideration for final design. The change would consist of new turning lanes at the US 380 and Government Park Road intersection. The turn lanes would provide a safe refuge for traffic turning onto Government Park Road. Please refer to the minor design update under consideration for final design board for more detail. The US 380 project is anticipated to be ready to let by 2026 and will take approximately 3 years to construct. Letting is when TxDOT notifies the construction community that a project is ready to be bid on. Construction on a project begins after the letting process is complete. The estimated construction cost for the project is approximately $630 million. The project is currently unfunded for construction and cannot let until funding is identified. However, right-of-way acquisition can proceed even if the project is not funded for construction. Prior to December 16, 2014, the Federal Highway Administration, or FHWA, reviewed and approved documents prepared under the National Environmental Policy Act, known as NEPA. However, on December 16, 2014, the Texas Department of Transportation assumed responsibility from FHWA to review and approve certain assigned NEPA environmental documents. This agreement was updated on December 9, 2019. Environmental studies were conducted for the proposed US 380 project to support an environmental clearance in accordance with NEPA. These environmental analyses are necessary to identify, avoid, and minimize effects to the human and natural environments. Technical environmental documentation was approved for further processing by TxDOT and was coordinated with other public agencies. Notices for this public hearing were advertised in the Dallas Morning News, Aldea, Collin County Commercial Record, and the Farmersville Times on the TxDOT.gov website under Hearings and Meeting Schedule and on KeepItMovingDallas.com under Public Hearings and Meetings. The TxDOT Public Information Office also prepared a news media release to advertise the public hearing. The draft environmental assessment is available for your review on the project website, City of Farmersville City Hall, and at the TxDOT Dallas District Office. The technical documentation for this project addresses the potential environmental impacts identified during the preliminary engineering of the proposed project. These areas of potential impacts included natural, social, and cultural resources. This slide shows a list of all resources that were evaluated during the environmental analyses. The following slides include a summary of those findings. A total of approximately 364 acres of new right-of-way would be required to complete the proposed improvements. 3 residential and 5 non-residential displacements are anticipated. Relocation assistance is available for displaced persons and businesses. No public facilities such as recreational facilities, churches, schools, or cemeteries would be displaced as a result of the construction of the proposed project. All right-of-way acquisition would be completed in accordance with the Uniform Relocation Assistance and Real Property Acquisition Policies Act of 1970 as amended. Brochures, including 2 booklets titled The Purchase of Right-of-Way and Relocation Assistance, are also available on the project website. These booklets contain detailed information to inform you of your rights and provide information about TxDOT right-of-way acquisition process. Portions of the project corridor are situated within FEMA-designated 100-year flood hazard areas. These flood hazard areas are associated with Elm Creek, Cowskin Creek, and Brushy Creek. The hydraulic design for this project would be in accordance with current TxDOT policies. This project would involve construction in one wetland within the project area. The wetland is located approximately 130 feet west of the proposed at-grade intersection at County Road 697. The project alignment is constrained by water resources, residences, and businesses, and any changes to the project's alignment would have the potential to result in greater impacts to those resources and structures. The proposed project will implement all necessary best management practices and take necessary measures to minimize impacts to waters of the U.S. A traffic noise analysis was accomplished in accordance with TxDOT's and FHWA-approved guidelines for analysis and abatement of roadway traffic noise. Based on the analysis, the proposed project would result in traffic noise impacts with no feasible and reasonable abatement. Therefore, no traffic noise mitigation is proposed for incorporation into the proposed project. 2 properties were determined eligible for listing in the National Register of Historic Places, Caddo Park and the Farmersville Riding Club. The proposed project would not require additional right-of-way from these properties and would not result in adverse effects to these properties. In conclusion, the studies, analyses, and evaluations performed indicate the proposed project would cause no significant environmental impacts. The public comment period for the proposed project ends Friday, April 7th, 2023. Following this hearing, documentation of this public hearing will be reviewed by TxDOT for final environmental clearance and design approval. If there are no major issues arising from this hearing that cannot be addressed in a reasonable timeframe, final environmental clearance is expected in the summer 2023. As mentioned earlier, the project has an anticipated ready-to-let date in 2026. This concludes the environmental evaluation portion of the presentation. Comments will be accepted in a number of ways as shown on the screen. If you would like to leave a verbal comment, please call the number listed. Comments must be received or postmarked by Friday, April 7th, 2023, to be part of the official public hearing record. All substantive comments and questions will be fully considered and responded to in the project record and made part of the final environmental document for this proposed project. This document will then be made available for public review and copying at TxDOT Dallas District Office located at 4777 East Highway 80 in Mesquite, Texas 75150, and online at the project website. We sincerely appreciate your participation and interest concerning the proposed design of the US 380 Farmersville project. Your questions, comments, and concerns will receive careful consideration. Thank you very much.